Sorry guys, my computer was dying and I didn't notice and it just died. And that's why I was like sent. So, but I'm here back. I'm back. So as I said, I'm gonna send you into the breaker rooms for around 8 to 10 minutes for you to be able to read the reading, okay? So let me go ahead and send you. It's already 8:18. So around 8:28, I'm gonna be bringing you back. If you finish earlier, let me know, okay? So maybe we can finish we can close the breaker rooms sooner and come back to read.
Sorry, teacher, we just have to read it.
Read it and practice it like you're going to read it back to us as if it were a commercial, like enunciation, the rhythm, the eagerness, everything. Like if you were supposed to sell this to me, imagine like we're gonna hire you for a commercial and say, Fabri, you need to read this for our commercial.
Okay, thank you.
You're most welcome.
And we finished. We are waiting for Vari and Tam.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was saying. Now we're just
Sorry. I think that was a question.
no, it's fine. Don't worry. Yeah, no. That's what I said. Like I see you here already, but we already closed the breaker rooms. We're just waiting. I mean, because now it's the three of us. We're just waiting for Faudi and Tam. Okay, there we go with Tam, and Faudi is there as well. Okay, guys. So first of all, what do you think about the reading, the quick reading, the article? Did you like it? Did you hate it?
It gives some interesting facts about how to, I don't know how to say administrar.
To administer.
Administer your money.
Yeah, and it does indeed. Okay, so now let's get down to business.
Teacher, I have a Fabian, I have a question because honestly, I don't know the difference. So I want to ask you, what is the difference between credit card and debit card?
Oh, sure. A debit card, for example, let's say that you're already a programmer, so you have your job. So a debit card is where I deposit your salary. So I say, I don't know, Tom, you're gonna get 1 million per month. So every month, here is your million. So that's your debit card. So every time that you use it, you must have money in there. Like you can spend all your salary and then go and use it because it's gonna say like it's denied because you don't have any funds, any money. And a credit card, it's the type of card that the bank gives you because they trust you. So they say, for example, oh, Tom, we know that you are earning 1 million, but we're gonna give you a credit card with 3 million. So you have 3 million to spend every month, but every month you need to pay. You don't have to spend the full amount. I mean, if you want to spend 500,000 or I don't know, less than that, you can do it. But that's a credit card. To have a credit card, to use a credit card, you don't need to have any funds. You can, because you're using the money of the bank, because it's like the bank is letting you use it, but then you're paying the bank. In case that you wonder, what are the benefits? Usually banks, they offer certain benefits with using a credit card. For example, this bank, Bank San Jose, they have several cards. So there is one, for example, that is designed to go to Walmart and Pali and all these places. So if you go there and you use your credit card, they give you 5% in return. So for example, every 1,000 colones, they give you 50 colones back. So for example, if you spend 10,000 colones, then you have 500 colones back. So people like them because what they think is like, if we have to use them anyway, I mean, like to spend the money, it would be good to use a card that is going to give me some benefits. There are other cards that they give you life miles. Life miles are like money, but for plane tickets. So you can, once you have certain amount, you can go and change it for a plane ticket to, I don't know, maybe Europe or Brazil or any place. Of course, it would depend on the amount of life miles that you get, and so on and so forth. Those are some benefits that you might get if you have a credit card. It depends on the credit card and the bank. But yes, pretty much the debit card is a card where your money, like your real money, is deposited, and the credit card is the money that the bank gives you to use. And if you use it, they give you certain benefits. But of course, you have to pay the bank. And that's the thing. If you don't pay, then the bank is going to have an interest. And an interest, I mean like un interés, como una tasa de interés. So for example, they're saying, oh, Tom, you didn't pay the 1 million that you used. So we're going to charge you, I don't know, 20,000 colones for every day that you need to pay. So if you take, I don't know, 10 days, then you need to pay 200,000 colones. So that's the way that it works. And that's why it's a really profitable business for the banks, because a lot of people, they use the card, the credit card, and they are not conscious about it. So they spend more money than the amount that they can pay later. So when they have to pay it, when they have to pay the card, they don't have the money. So at the end, the bank starts charging them interest. And that's why there's so like many people that have a debt with the bank because of that. Did I explain myself?
Yeah, teacher, thank you.
You're super welcome. Okay, so now let's go ahead and move into the article real quick, so then I can let you go ahead and start and go pretty much, because already like almost 8:40. Okay, 7 signs you're spending too much, even if you think, sorry, even if you don't think you are. So for the first part, let me go ahead and start. I'm gonna read the first part. Do you often find yourself stressed out about money? A recent survey by mobile banking company Varo Money found that 85% of Americans worry about their finances. One of the main concerns is the inability to cover an emergency or unexpected expenses. Of course, there are those aren't making enough money, and others who live above their means, even if they don't realize it. Okay, you see, those who live above their means, meaning that they're spending more than what they have. Insider spoke to financial educator Tiffany Alich, more popularly known as the Budgetnista, a nod to her popular blog, which promotes financial literacy, budgeting, credit, and debt management. Alich is the author and the #1 bestseller, The 1 Week Budget, and offers numerous free resources, including the Live Research Challenge, which helps women pave the way to financial freedom by decreasing their debt and increasing their assets in 22 ways. 22 days. Alich shares some red flags that indicate you may be spending a bit too much. Okay, point number 1, Tani.
Okay, you are constantly using a credit card versus your debit card. Think twice before pulling out that piece of plastic, because even the smallest shards add up, and before you know it, you are ranking up debt. People don't realize that when you're using a credit card, you are literally taking out a loan. Alich explained, it's okay to use your credit card, but If you are taking out a loan for a sandwich and then a loan for a coffee, that's a thing you are spending too much. Those are things you shouldn't be able to pay for with the money you actually have. Not swiping your credit card, but your debit card.
Thank you. Number 2, Allen.
You find yourself double buying. What that means is that you're purchasing things that are not making any sort of impact. A large thought inside you don't even remember that you have them. If you're accidentally rebuying things, it means that you're purchasing items that are not meaningful. So it's easy to continue to buy and waste when you don't really care about the things that you're purchasing. Do you really need that shirt in 5 different colors?
Thank you. Tam.
You have not budget,
Budget.
okay.
Wait,
Only
do you know the
30,
meaning of budget?
no,
Okay, don't worry. Budget in Spanish is presupuesto, and it's the amount of money that you have destined to for something. For example, let's say that you have, I don't know, you wanna buy candy, and you say, okay, to buy gummies, I'm gonna spend only, I have 10,000 colones, but I'm gonna spend only 2,000. So 2,000 is the budget that you have destined for that, like the amount of money that you have set apart only for these things. Sorry,
okay.
continue now.
You have not budget. Only 32% of Americans keep a formal budget. This means that the majority of the population is spending money without a plan, and that is dangerous. It doesn't have to be super strict, but you should know things like my grocery spending is allowed this much, or my entertainment spending is allowed this much. Alex stressed. If you're spending without any sort of intention in mind and just buy, you are likely overspending. It's easy to go too far if you're not purchasing with intention. There are several money management apps like Mint and Digit, which track spending habits and helps users save. But Alice likes to keep it simple with an oldie but goodie. It's just use a plain old Excel spreadsheet. There's nothing wrong with using apps, but at the end of the day, the budget is you. Her budget consists of 4 columns: due date, the expense, the monthly amount, and the status. Apps are good, but ultimately, when it comes to budget, I like people to take a bit more responsibility, she explained. Alex also works by having at least 2 separate checking accounts, one for spending and one for the direct deposit of your salary. The trick is setting the accounts to autopay. Savings, retirement, and investments automatically transfer for the salary account, and the second account is strictly for bill payment. So my bills account knows on the first, pay Tiffany's rent, and on the third, pay the Verizon bill. All I have to do is make sure the money is there. I only pay 2 bills a month. I pay my bills account twice a thing. It does the rest of the work.
Thank you. Faudi, number 4.
All your friends call you when they want to go shopping. Sure, it's fun to shop with you, with and for your besties. But when you become the perennial shopping spree partner, it may be time to pump the brakes. They know he or she is the friend that doesn't mind continuously buying, she explained. When people are looking to purchase stuff and you're the go-to, that's not good. You have a reputation as a spender.
Thank you. Ale,
Number 5, right?
yes.
You don't have any savings. There are conflicting reports surrounding how much an individual should have saved up depending on where they are in life. On average, almost 70% of adult Americans have less than 1,000 in savings. So what is the truth? Ideally, you should have between 3 months to 2 years worth of savings depending on your profession, alleged advice. She shared her own experience to illustrate. My sister is an engineer and it took her 2 years to find a job. My mom was a nurse and one hospital called and she was hired the next day, she said. Nurses are in high demand, so 3 months was enough. But anything is better than having nothing at all. If you don't have any emergency funds, then you know you're overspending because some of your money should be going there, Elich added.
Thank you. Tani,
You're not putting aside any money for retirement. Nothing lasts forever. That includes our ability to be gainfully employed. And when that time comes, we need a healthy nest egg to maintain our lifestyle or at least keep us comfortable. It is your younger self's job to look after your older self, said Ali. So if you are not setting aside for that because you can't, you are overspending. What people don't understand is that the money you make now is not just for you now. It's literally for you now and for you later because you won't be working. What will you live on when you are your grandmother or grandfather's age? Alice suggests staying within a 70% to 80% spending range.
thank you.
Rank.
Range. Tam, number 7.
You're always wondering where your money went. Alice said this is the number one thing that you may be spending too much. If you are saying to yourself, I never know where my money went, you're overspending. I don't care how much you make. With an increased income, expenses tend to rise as well, and that will set you back quite a bit. Alex drew on a personal anecdote. I was a preschool teacher when I first started out in my 20s, and I was making 39,000 a year, she shared. In 2 years, I saved 40,000, bought a condo, and used that as a down payment. A friend of mine was a lawyer making 100,000. She had 2,000 in her bank account. What I found as a financial educator is that sometimes when people make a lot, they overspend disproportionality.
Disproportionately. Disproportionately.
I don't know how to pronounce that.
Disproportionately. Disproportionately.
Disproportionality.
Disproportionately.
Disproportionality.
Yes, that's better.
Something like that. Well, to what they make, they think 100,000 is more than it's. But when you make 30,000, you're very clear. So for those who make more, that's where the danger is in overspending.
Thank you very much. Okay, there is something, I don't know if your parents have ever said that to you. My parents, they have. And I think that's very wise. And they say, it doesn't matter how much you earn, even if it's a little or if it's like this much. you learn, I mean, if you want, you can learn to save money, but the more that you earn, the more that you spend. Because, for example, if I give you 5,000 per week, you're gonna find a way, but those 5,000 will be enough. But if I start giving you 10,000, it's very likely that you're gonna start spending those 10,000. So it's not like you're gonna be like, because if you were buying only like a juice and maybe like an empanada, now you're gonna be buying a juice, an empanada, and a chocolate or something else because you have a little bit more money. So I think that is very true. And based on this, we can actually see the importance of not overspending money, because sometimes we're just used to spending and spend and spend, and we need to be careful about it. Any final comments before I let you go, guys, about the reading or the topic itself? Yeah, I'm gonna take your silence as a no, or that you're tired by now, and it makes perfect sense. I'm gonna let you go. I hope you have an amazing, amazing rest of your night. Take good care of you, and I'll see you on Wednesday.
Good night, teacher. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye,
Good night,
teacher.
teacher.
Thank you.
Sorry, teacher,
Bye.
is there any task or something due to Wednesday?
Well, it will be in the syllabus, but no, the only thing that was due today, Fauri, was a writing assignment, the one that you couldn't complete because, I mean, you were not here. So that's the only thing that you will need to complete on Wednesday. But yeah, that's the only thing for Wednesday. We don't have any other summative activity, not at the moment.
Okay, so you can give it to me on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good
Take care.
night, teacher.